The gnats are out now and they are fierce. I don't mean the baseball team, I mean Buffalo Gnats or black flies. Spring floodwaters have prevented the mosquito control district from treating them this year. I don't know why, but they give me big welts that last for a whole week. I hate those things. I hate bug spray too, but at least it doesn't give me big itchy welts. Hey lawn lovers, let's go do some digging. First I need to pull a few of these weeds that have survived the winter or managed to break through the weed preventer that I put down when the snow melted. You may have seen me do that in my video titled Easy Spring Garden Cleanup. I guess most of these tulips are dead enough to pull now. As you can see, the weed preventer worked pretty well. You might be able to see that there's some volunteer tomato sprouts in the upper tier there. They broke through the weed preventer, but that's okay. The weeds around these tired tulips are a weed called shepherd's purse. They produce a small triangular shaped seed that is said to have the shape of a shepherd's purse. For some reason I get a lot of them every year. Here's some more right by my bag of fertilizer. I don't have to worry about the non-flowering weeds. They'll just get tilled up in the dirt anyway. I don't measure out the starter fertilizer. I just evenly scatter a generous amount on the ground. Cover the area thoroughly. This will get mixed into the top 10 inches or so of your soil. I've never had my gardens professionally soil tested, but I have tested them with one of those basic home testing kits, and found that at this time of year my soil has no nitrogen and plenty of phosphorus and potassium. Just like my professional lawn soil tests have always shown. According to my test results, I really only need to get some nitrogen into the soil. It just so happens that Lawn Starter Fertilizer contains mostly just nitrogen and phosphorus, and that's in a fast release form, so that'll give the plants what they need right away. Maybe that's why they call it Starter Fertilizer. Phosphorus helps root growth, and that'll be good since I'm planting the garden with small plants. They could use some root stimulation to get them over the shock of transplanting. A typical garden fertilizer to use this time of year would be a balanced fertilizer, with equal amounts of nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium. But I don't need the potassium, so this lawn starter fertilizer will work great for me. Don't worry about the phosphorus like you would when you're fertilizing your lawn. It won't be washing off and going anywhere because it's being tilled right into the soil. Be careful not to use a starter fertilizer that has weed preventer in it, because that'll prevent your garden from growing. I also have some organic fertilizer to put down with the inorganic starter fertilizer. This organic fertilizer is derived from feather meal, poultry manure, and bone meal. I did weigh out and divide the bag of organic fertilizer. The 8-pound bag says to mix 3 pounds of fertilizer into the top 4 to 6 inches of soil for every 50 square feet of garden. I'm doing 2 gardens of 100 square feet and mixing into the top 10 inches of soil, so 4 pounds per garden with the starter fertilizer I already put down will be a good amount for my gardens. The organic fertilizer is a slow-release fertilizer. It requires warmer weather and microbial action to break it down over time into the elements that the plants use in the summer months. Believe it or not, this one fertilization at time of tilling is all the fertilizer this garden will need for the whole year. And these will be some of the darkest green pepper and tomato plants you've ever seen. It's this combination of fast release and slow release fertilizers that will allow you to get the most out of tilling your garden. After this, I'll do the same to my other garden too. I enjoy doing this in the spring every year just to be outside and working in the lawn again. The lawn just doesn't grow fast enough for me to get outside as much as I'd like to be this time of year.
Fish. I don't know what those chickens have been eating, but that's horrible. Okay, now time to start digging. Let the fun begin.
I just turn over the soil and mix it up a little bit. Then I repeat that about a couple hundred more times. Behind me you can see how nicely my new grass is coming in now after some spring fertilizer I put down in the video titled, "How much fertilizer to use on a small lawn."
Oops. Oh, I need my rake.
Now I just need to bust up the lumps and smooth it out. Hey, don't miss the next video. I'll be planting peppers and tomatoes. Until then, do me a favor and hit the subscribe button, and then ring the bell that pops up next to it. That way you won't miss the next video. For sure you can do it.